MordecaiGTR is a strange and mysterious channel on YouTube. All of the content uploaded to the channel have a low budget, and according to the channel's bio, they are all shot on an iPhone. Other than that, there isn't a whole lot of information about the channel nor the creator himself. This is most likely due to the fact that it is a small YouTube channel. However, after going through all of his content, I have developed a few theories about this creator that don't exactly portray him in a positive light. While his videos may seem pretty harmless, as well as the creator himself, I'm here to tell you why the man behind the camera may not be so harmless after all. Abusive behavior. When browsing MordecaiGTR's content, you will notice that he doesn't really collab with other people very often, but he has done it a couple of times. His most notable collab is with his friend in his stop-motion series titled Cardboard City, where his friend voices Harley Quinn. They collaborated on this series for a couple of years, but then late last year, Mordecai announced that he had decided to cancel the series and that he may or may not make a video providing the full details about this decision. That video has yet to come out, and this led me to develop some theories on why it has not been released. While the reality could be that he is simply busy or the video will just never be produced, I believe that he is hiding something and is desperately trying to find a way to cover it up. The most logical theory I could come up with is that there must have been a falling out between him and his friend due to some sort of issue going on between them. Like in a lot of cases, I believe that Mordecai's friend cut ties with him to escape his abusive behavior. Though there is no proof of this, Mordecai can be seen having violent tendencies in some of his videos, all of which may or may not be an actual act. Now, his friend has yet to provide any comments on whether or not they are on good terms, so as of right now, this theory does not have a whole lot of support. But it's important to remember that there's always more than meets the eye. Jared Leto Joker supporter. I think we can all agree that Jared Leto's performance as the Joker in the 2016 film Suicide Squad was not good at all. Although some may argue that he redeemed himself in Zack Snyder's Justice League, I still believe that he had the worst live-action Joker performance out of all of the ones we've had so far. Hell, even this guy pulled it off better than him.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
That being said, anyone who actually likes the Suicide Squad Joker is often mocked for liking such an outrageous performance. And one of these people is MordecaiGTR himself. Now, even though he never confirmed it, it can be assumed that he likes Leto's Joker because of the fact that he is a reoccurring character on the channel. In his early years, the Joker was clearly a star on his channel because he appeared in quite a lot of his videos. However, for the past couple of years, he hasn't been showing up as much, and I speculate that it's because he realized that liking this specific Joker is not looked at with positive reactions, and to hide his shame, he started to use him less and less. Despite this, it's clear that he still likes this Joker because he continues to include him in his videos, so he isn't exactly hiding anything. Before I move on to the next theory, I just want to say that if you like this Joker, that's fine by me, but just be aware that the majority of people do not exactly approve of your opinion. Ayanami Simp. When MordecaiGTR first started his channel, it was clear that he had little to no interest in anime. However, as of mid-2021, when his video titled Nissan Skyline GTR R34 came out, he began to incorporate anime clips into his videos and anime girls into his thumbnails. It's obvious that he has become a full-on weeaboo and is now completely obsessed with anime, even though he claims to be half Japanese. However, there is one particular character that has been showing up quite frequently in his recent videos. For those who are unfamiliar with this character, this is 14-year-old Rei Ayanami from the anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's clear that Mordecai has taken a liking to this character because of how often she appears in his videos and considering the fact that his banner has a photo of her as well. Because of this, I speculate that there is a little more to this than just a liking. While there is nothing wrong with having a comfort character, or a character that you simply admire, if you become deeply dependent on the character and start referring to it as your significant other, then you definitely need help. Once again, though it has not been proven, it is very likely that Mordecai is in an intimate relationship with Rei Ayanami. With all the evidence being clearly shown on his channel, this theory has a very high chance of being true. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a wedding planned in a few months from now. As hilarious as this would be, keep in mind that Rei is only 14 years old, making all of this extremely sickening and quite pathetic. But good luck with the wedding, I suppose. Now, before I move on, I just want to provide a quick theory relating to this one. Because Mordecai has a clear obsession and possible intimate feelings for Rei Ayanami, this leads me to believe that he has probably watched the Human Salvation Project more than once. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this video, the Human Salvation Project is a pornographic parody of the original Evangelion series, which is often mistaken for an OVA because of the nearly identical animation style. It has been rumored that it was created secretly by some of the animators at Gainax, the studio responsible for Evangelion, but no one is really sure. The video itself is just one big mystery. Regardless, I wholeheartedly believe that MordecaiGTR has probably watched this video multiple times and quite possibly on a regular basis.
Hey, stop! Why? I just don't get it. I always catch you fuckers watching this sick shit. This is sickening!
John Cena death threat. In one of his most recent videos, MordecaiGTR made a possible death threat to professional wrestler and actor John Cena. In this video, Aquaman addresses a rumor about him having sexual intercourse with fish, which was made popular by John Cena's character Peacemaker in the recent HBO Max series. Although Mordecai claimed that his video was made as a joke, there is one particular section of this video that I view as being very controversial. At the end of the video, Aquaman's band chant the following:
Peacemaker, die,
Quit it! Although the vocals come from an extreme song titled Peacemaker Die and doesn't address John Cena explicitly, it still feels like this was meant as a threat toward the actor. When looking at Mordecai's content, the character who has shown up in more videos than any other character is Aquaman, making it obvious that he really likes this character. So when he saw John Cena making fun of him, he must have been extremely offended by it and felt the need to make a response video to express his frustration. Just as a little reminder to you, Mordecai, Peacemaker is just a character, much like Aquaman and your beloved Rei Ayanami. Please remember to not take things you see on TV so seriously. Speaking of Peacemaker death threats, I'd like to bring up the fact that he used characters from Disney Pixar's Cars 2 to address his threat, which leads me to my final theory. Cars 2 fan. Cars 2 is a movie that needs no introduction. It is considered to be one of, if not the worst Pixar movie ever produced, and if anyone ever admits to liking it, they are often met with a lot of backlash. That being said, although he has never confirmed it, it is very likely that MordecaiGTR is in fact a fan of this abomination. The first two videos ever uploaded to the channel are music videos featuring characters from the movie, and as shown earlier, they make an appearance in his Aquaman talk show videos as well as in some other videos on the channel. In fact, you can even spot a Cars 1 and Cars 2 poster in his room in some of his live-action videos. However, it appears that sometime recently, he has taken both of them down, probably to hide the fact that he is ashamed for liking both movies. It is obvious that he is trying to hide this because in the Aquaman talk show video featuring himself as the guest, when Aquaman asks him to name a guilty pleasure of his, this is his response.
I don't know, Herbie Fully Loaded?
I was expecting you to say Cars 2. Hey, f*** you!
Not really.
What? You can see here that Mordecai is clearly lying. You can tell that he secretly likes Cars 2. He's just ashamed to admit it. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, all of the theories I discussed in this video were developed by me and have not yet been proven to be true. But with all the information I've provided, I'd say that it is more than likely that most of them are true. Now, if you want to keep supporting this creator, be my guest, but don't be surprised if he gets exposed for doing something foolish. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and be sure to click like and share this video, and be sure to follow me on TikTok.